So this one, I have a question for the two Flames fans, and this might make you guys be disgusted, but I want you to take it reasonably. Sam Bennett to Edmonton.
I'll let you take that on, Connor, first.
For what back, though?
Yeah, what back? Like, what does Edmonton have that they could offer for a playoff warrior and depth that they definitely need?
A second round
will get like 2 points in a year. No, that's an overpayment for Sam Bennett.
That's an overpayment too, yeah. Maybe a third.
No, you need at least a second and maybe something else if you're trading it to your rival.
Fourth
it's not
line
like
right wing, and you think he's going to get a second round pick, and you're going, nope. On the
any
Flames
other team, sure. Any other team, sure.
Wow.
But if you're talking to your rival, that's like saying, oh yeah, we're gonna have a trade between Montreal and Boston.
You're saying that you're saying that as if the Canucks, Flames, and Oilers don't make trades all the time.
No.
All the
Flames
time.
don't trade the Oilers very much at all.
Well, they trade the Canucks for their second biggest rival, whatever that means.
Flames also don't trade. What happens between the Calgary Flames and the Vancouver Canucks is we just sign each other's players in the offseason. That is all that happens.
No.
That has been something that's going on since the 80s.
You're right, Connor. It'd be so crazy.
And some of that.
It'd be so crazy to trade with your rival, like New Jersey swinging the pot so the Islanders will take their players. That'd be insane if they did that to give their most tenured players.
But we're talking about very different. We're talking about Canadian hockey, Canadian markets. These are very die-hard fans and die-hard markets. And arguably, those two teams hate each other the second most of any rivalry.
The
in
fans
NHL.
do, but does Ken Holland care?
Yeah, they traded Lucic for James Neal. And the Oilers took cap on that deal. I'm sure.
And gave up
Sam
a pick.
Bennett.
Yeah, but that was garbage.
Was kind of BS, but because the season ended, that was very harsh on Edmonton.
But that is very much like that is players that are bad contracts, bad terms, just getting rid of it. Flames still see value in Sam Bennett, and that's the only reason why they don't make that trade with the rival.
Unless Oilers are severely overpaying for Sam Bennett, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's good. Like the Flames would probably take a third from Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, or Winnipeg for Sam Bennett. But for Edmonton, it'd have to be second in a player.
And I just want to point out also, because we keep talking about Edmonton and Calgary, especially Sam Bennett, this isn't every other year as well. He's going to have to quarantine if he gets traded to an American team. So it's more likely that he gets traded to a Canadian team, if anything. It won't be Ottawa, unless they're just taking him to take cap. The Canucks, no one can trade with the Canucks right now, so they're not going to trade for Sam Bennett unless you see a Virtanen swap way down the line, which will do nothing for anyone.
Here's sorry, James.
I was just gonna just quickly add to JJ's point there. Like, literally, yes. If you look at just the Canadian market, realistically the team that makes the most sense would be Edmonton Oilers, but they are up against the cap hit, right? So they would need to make around $2 million and change in space, so there would have to be another player coming the other way.
Yeah, there would have to be another player, as well as like those two teams just won't make that trade.
And probably, I'm guessing.
So what's Calgary's biggest need?
Right now,
Calgary's honestly is
everything.
Is in need of a retool. But let's save that for another time because we'll have.
But the one thing that keeps coming out is Calgary wants a right shot forward who can score because their right side's depleted.
Yeah,
is Zucker right-handed or left-handed? Because I'll just hurt even more. He's left-handed, right?
That's gonna
and
be more.
Who's a right-handed sniper on Edmonton?
Frolik one. No,
James Neal.
Back to Calgary.
Does anyone have a Neal Flames jersey?
Okay, if Neal's coming back for Bennett, then Edmonton's gonna have to give up at least one first. The Flames don't want Neal at all. The Flames, I think, would rather cut off.
And he doesn't want to be that either.
Neal.
I mean, you say that. Mike Smith and him reunited. Anything's possible. After the making a effing save comment Neal made to Smith in Calgary, they reunited, so anything's possible.
I think there's still some love and hate loss in that, but Mike Smith has all the cards there because James Neal sucks ass right now. But
he's on the taxi squad. Mike Smith's making saves.